One of my favorite skills that I enjoyed seeing my students grapple with when I was a classroom English teacher was the author's perspective. This reading skill was challenging to them because they had to spend time figuring out the point of view in which a story was told and determine if it was told with certain biases. This skill was often difficult to teach middle schoolers because it was connected to so many other skills, such as making inferences that are stated and are implied, and using evidence to support their claims about the author's perspective, which required some consideration about another person's thought patterns coupled with theirs. Just when you thought the teacher was coming out of me and I was getting ready to teach a lesson on middle schoolers learning reading skills, I want to submit for your consideration the question: how long have you been seeing yourself from someone else's perspective?
How long have you been seeing yourself from someone else's perspective? How long have you been living your life defined by someone else's definition of you? How long have you been setting limitations based on how far they say you can go?
The connection text I would like to extract for this particular piece of the work is in Numbers 13:33b. When Moses prepared to take the children of Israel into the promised land, it says, "And we were in our own sight as grasshoppers, and so were we in their sight." Amazingly, their perspective of themselves were grasshoppers. Wow! Totally opposite of how God saw them. They saw themselves small. And because they saw themselves from that perspective, they thought the giants saw them that way too. So many times we allow our insecurity and personal perception to dictate our responses to people, relationships, and live life on the defense, thinking that it's others, when the entire time it's how the person actually sees themselves.
Remember, a person without confidence will always see confidence as arrogance and feel insecure in the presence of someone who has self-discovered. The lack of self-discovery, thank you, will always breed intimidation. Subsequently, if we are not careful, people who see themselves as grasshoppers will make you consistently apologize and feel regret about coming into who you are. Oh my God, I remember my life as a mere teenager, just having only a desire and a dream, not even having a clue as to who I was. Facing so many dream killers who tried to kill my passion for purpose and literally stopped me from being. If I wore a suit, they said he's trying to dress up because he think he's somebody. If I parked in a certain parking spot, who does he think he is? If I walked a certain way, he walks like this. I finally came to a conclusion that the only satisfaction that some people will have is to see you dead, but not so. Come closer. You need to hear this. Your enemies don't care about you existing. They despise the fact that you own your existence, which is living. Only when a person understands the reason in which he or she is born and owns it is when one begins to truly live. This is living. Taking ownership of your purpose shifts your life story to your perspective and takes the outcome out of the hands of others and allows you to be free to just be. When this occurs, there is a liberty that shakes the core of your soul, causing a newfound connection to one's personal self, creativity, and satisfaction with who you are. This perspective is what makes one a giant, not the size of a person's statue, position on a job, level of education, or amount of money one has, but the ability to understand purpose and empower others to embrace theirs. I choose to see me as I am, flawed but fearless, not where I want to be, but so far from where I was, rejected but received in the beloved, a broken past but a promising future, hurt by some, but I've hurt some too, fallen but forgiven, struggle but an overcomer, filled with love but no more hate, no longer controlled by the perception of others. I am on my way. I am no longer bound by others' opinions and perceptions. This is my life and my story. I release me. I release me to see me as God sees me. I am free to be. I am free to be me. Just be. And today I release you to be free to be you. Free to see you as God sees you. God sees you as free. He made you free. He declared you free. Whom the Son set free is free indeed. Be free.
Take me out. They turn their backs. But you said, Lord, you said I'd survive. You said that I would die. They told me I won't survive. You said I shall not die. Oh, you said I'd survive. You said I'd survive. You said I'd survive. You said I'd survive. Oh, you said I'd survive. You said I'd survive. Listen. Because of your grace, I'm still alive. Because of your grace, I'm still alive. All because of you. Because of you.